Have you ever asked this question in pain? If God loves me, why does He allow me to suffer? It is one of the deepest questions of the human heart, a question that rises in moments of loss, confusion, illness, rejection, and silent tears. If we are truly God's children, if divine love is real, then why is suffering part of life at all? Paramahansa Yogananda gives an answer that is both sobering and deeply liberating. He says, suffering is a reminder that this world is not our true home. What a profound truth! If this world could completely satisfy us, if it offered permanent peace, lasting love, and unbroken joy, very few people would ever look beyond it. We would cling to the temporary, mistaking it for the eternal. We would become so hypnotized by the passing scenes of life that we would forget the soul's deeper longing. So, suffering, painful as it is, often becomes the soul's awakening bell. It shakes us, it humbles us, it reminds us that no outer possession, no human praise, no earthly comfort can fully satisfy the hunger of the heart. And that hunger exists for a reason. It is the soul's longing for God. Yogananda is not saying that suffering is something to be loved or that pain itself is holy. He is pointing to something deeper, that suffering has a message. It shows us when we are out of alignment with truth. He says, the less one lives in harmony with the truth within, the more he suffers. That means suffering is not only about external events. Very often, it is connected to inner disconnection. When we live against our higher nature, against love, peace, wisdom, conscience, and divine truth, we feel restless, burdened, divided within ourselves. Even if everything looks fine on outside, there is no real joy. But when we begin to live in harmony with the truth within, when we listen to the soul, when we choose sincerity over ego, faith over fear, love over bitterness, God over worldliness, something begins to change. Outer life may not become instantly perfect. Challenges may still come, but inwardly we begin to discover a peace that is not dependent on circumstances. That is the secret Yogananda is revealing. True happiness does not come from controlling the world outside us. It comes from attuning ourselves to the divine truth already living within us. The more we resist truth, the more life feels heavy. The more we move toward truth, the more we feel light, guided, and inwardly free. So, suffering is not proof that God has abandoned us. It can actually become proof that the soul is being called higher, called to wake up, called to remember, called to return to the only place where lasting joy exists, in union with the divine. This world is a classroom, not a permanent home. Its pains are not meant to destroy us, but to teach us not to build our eternity on passing things. And when we begin to understand that, even suffering starts to lose some of its darkness because we realize it can push us closer to truth, closer to wisdom, closer to God. So, next time pain comes, perhaps the question is not only why is this happening to me, but also what is this trying to awaken in me? Because the more we live in harmony with the soul's truth, the more we begin to experience what Yogananda calls unending happiness. Not a fragile happiness built on circumstances, but a divine joy that remains even in the changing scenes of life. And maybe that is the deeper answer. God does not allow suffering because He loves us less, but because He wants to lead us to something infinitely greater than this world can ever give.